Right guys, so the shots of a tournament update and a quick talk about Cardcar as well. Basically I went just one local this weekend. I'm not going to give you the standard list. You know what the standard list is by now for my zombies. I haven't changed anything other than putting recharge down to 2. I came 3-1. I lost to only match I lost was in game 3 to ridiculous light swarm play with double simming the sided in for me as well. So I didn't side in my MSTs for that game, which is probably my mistake. So that's my fault. But other than that, I went 3-1, and then Cozzy dropped me basically to 5th because there were three other people on 3-1. So because I lost game 1, tiebreakers and all that, I end up 5th, which sucked. Only got 1 pack. Didn't pull a naughty again, but those are the breaks. And since then, really, I've been thinking about zombies, thinking about this format quite considerably in the last Sunday, so last 48 hours. I tried different build and got annihilated by harpies. It was a slower, more trap head build. I'm not happy with the build. I wasn't happy with the build because you can get double melee in hand and then lose. The issue with zombies, which is why we're going to talk about Cardcar shortly in a minute. The issue I'm finding with zombies this format is consistency, speed, and survivability, I guess. The deck currently has really good pluses of things such as Goblin Zombie and Pyramid Turtle, which means their consistency can be improved because you always plus, and their survivability can work well off a search of Pyramid Turtle. Normally these would be the go-to cards for zombies, to go Pyramid Turtle and Goblin Zombie. However, this format's been a bit of a weird one in that we have 3 bear, we have harpies going Chidori, which means you lose your set. You have Constellar Pleiades running around bouncing things, and you've got infantry for mermals, and they can pop as well. So it's basically meant, where my go-to card before always was Pyramid Turtle, it's basically meant I can't go to Pyramid Turtle this format, which is why we've seen different builds, why you're seeing a faster build. And all these decks I've mentioned either are consistent and can consistently put stuff on the board, or are fast and explosive, particularly Harpy and Mermals. So in the example of last night, it's just too much off sign to catch up with of Harpies. The combo pushes off Mermal, put them plussing and going ahead, and unless your trap heavy builds can withstand that, it's really difficult to keep up. So I've found this format that you need to make a zombie deck because it's not got its particularly good at plussing. It's not particularly good at putting its own stuff in the grave, which is crucial, and it's not particularly good at comboing without costs. It's really not, because Zombie Master's a -1 from hand, even though it gives you a +1 on field presence, but it's still -1. And the people would tend to respond to the pitch or respond to the summon, and then you're minusing all the time. Unless it's Mizuki you've pitched, and then it's technically a plus. I'll give you that, it's technically a plus then, but it's just really hard to get stuff on the board consistently and keep what we call soft locks in the game, where you can stay ahead without melee and plague plays in particular. Without those plays, I find the zombie deck's really slow this format. So that's why in my builds you've been seeing things that up the consistency and up the speed. In particular, Upstart Goblin over Pot Duality, because Pot Duality again stops special summon, so it's too slow. So Upstart Goblin, Really helps. Solar recharges, mill 2 to grave and draw 2, so they help speed the deck up as well. I've been trying Reckless Greed, but I'll get back to you on Reckless Greed at some point after I've tested it a bit more thoroughly, because I'm still unsure on the card. And that's why you've been seeing me play a deck versions build where you see speed and lots of milling, which does leave the deck slightly open to OTKs, but I countered that with Rainbow Karibos slightly as well. So it tries to make its own pushes, and tries not to worry about the opponent's pushes. However, it can be prone to starts that are really, 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 like, what's the best word? Slow? That's the best way to put it. The starts are slow. That's why I want to talk about Cardcar D right now, basically. I've been testing out all sorts of draw cards, short of Magic Planter, which I don't have any of. This one, I think, Cardcar D and Zombies is actually really, really good, because the deck puts through its hand so quickly. It's unreal. The deck focuses on graveyard manipulation and tends to leave itself a little vulnerable in the hand. You summon this first turn, and you'll have 7 cards in hand if you don't set anything, and you can pitch, and you shouldn't get OTK'd first turn. There's no FTKs currently around in the game. Part of being a zombie player, it seems at the moment, is to always take a hit or two in order to get your pushes sorted. So, though it's not great, I find that setting up stuff's easier. This card pretty much just gives you 2 cards for a turn, and if you can live the next turn, you get to use them, which is why I like it in Zombies. Zombies is a slow deck. Typically, it can't plus itself fast, it can't do things quickly, and it relies heavily on its normal summon. Unless the graveyard is stacked, it relies heavily on its normal summon. So this card can help you basically get around that by either setting more traps, helping you get more boss monsters in the hand to play with, such as BLS, Stad, help you get solar recharges in the hand, help you get upstarts in the hand, help you draw into more draw cards to help you mill through the deck quicker. So this is why I think Cardcar D is really good in Zombies, because it puts more stuff in the hand for you to play around with, gives you more cards to play around with as a Zombie Master. I'm going to be playing 2 Cardcar D at the moment, and I'll report back to you after the weekend, but for all those reasons, I think Cardcar D is really good in Zombies. You can even bring this back to hand off M7 if you really need to draw for more once you've set up. So it's also good for that too, because reusable. So that's why I like this. It can be a reusable draw card, where some of the others are a bit more difficult to play with. So yeah, I'm going to run 2 copies of this weekend and see how that goes. I'll let you know. I've got 2. I might go to 2 locals this weekend. So, and the phone's going off. So sorry guys. That's going to be me done. I'll give you another update soon. Over and out.